Hi, beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. We're just going to dive right into your reading and see what's going on for you. We're starting with an overall message here for the month of October. A week into November, basically, because we're now a week into October. So, an overall energy, and then we're just going to go deeper and deeper into the message. And you're going to have plenty of time to figure out whether this is your reading or not, to see if you want to come to the extension of this reading. There we go. Almost felt like you wanted one more card, but legends. Learn from those who inspire you. So this is very much choosing a new life for yourself, choosing better energies rather than toxic energies, probably moving away from, sometimes it's like this turned out in the past to be my narcissist card, and it's so unbelievable that we have like even an expression for it, like the narcissist and empath. Like the empath will draw to them the narcissist. Long story short, we don't even have to go into that energy. This is about choosing better energy for yourself. If it's that heavy as the toxicity of like a narcissist, or if it's just you're choosing something different from what you usually go for. Like you're moving up in the vibrational realm, which means that you're also attracting lighter, brighter, more loving, more beautiful people or situations into your life. We have a little troll. It's right there with crystals. So this can be a lot about playing with crystals right now. Surrounding yourself with the type of crystal that really heightens and helps your own frequency, things like that. We have a huge angel, almost like a rainbow angel in the back here. We have the head in the middle right there, and then it's like a big rainbow around it that is sort of overlooking or overseeing everything, showing you that you have protection. You're looked after. So let's see why this is here. Going deeper into the message, why is this energy here for Capricorn? Please. And simultaneously, if you didn't listen to your last reading, I remember that it was phenomenal. Both the YouTube reading and the extension was just phenomenal. And that's also for the month of October. So this is sort of like a layer or an addition. I only want one. Community. Yeah. So fitting. So I'm saying like we need to move out of this like lower realms and the toxicity and the perhaps even narcissistic behaviors of people. So that can be like living with somebody that's like your own romantic partner. It can be a friendship. It can be parents. It can even be children. Friends, so forth. There could be like a toxic connection to someone, or just something that you don't prefer anymore. Like we're out of this and we're moving up. And as a clarification, going deeper into the message, we get the community card, but it's very much like you've outgrown the situation. Look at this. There's this giraffe coming out of that hydda, I would say in Swedish, that little wooden house. I don't know what to call it in English. Like this koja castle, or a I can't remember the word for koja in English. Hood. No. Anyway, this big giraffe that just does not fit anymore. They're way too big for its environment. They're way too, like, they outgrown a situation. They're interacting with this child as well, or this new energy entering into their life. But it's like until there's something about moving out of the old situation and moving into the new situation, moving higher up in the vibration, on the vibrational ladder, if you will, coming into a new situation. It's like not until you step out of it, like you're trying to get to this new energy, but the new energy is like, what I interpret here is that it's just gonna stay small, like whatever you're trying to reach, but you still haven't taken that leap from like getting out of your comfort zone, or getting out from that like sort of fixed box, if that makes sense. As long as you choose to stay there, the outreach, like the stuff that you try to reach, or the stuff that you're interacting with, is just gonna continue to be quite small. You're not gonna get like the big blowout, or the big next level, or the big next thing that you're waiting on, until you're actually moving out of this outgrown situation yourself. So whether that is like you've outgrown a relationship, you've outgrown your literal home. Sometimes we're outgrowing our home, sometimes we're outgrowing whatever that is, from clothes to friends to, it's just a situation you're not supposed to be in anymore. And then we have a lot of birds around you. So there's like new messages coming in. There's new energy coming in. There's a lot of freedom, like the promise of freedom if we move forward. With the number 8, that is very much about power, strength, the infinity, as above, so below. So we're just going to continue to go deeper and see what else we can find. Choosing differently for yourself. I'm also seeing this like inner child of you, or this younger energy trying to get you to move. Like this new inspiring energy is sort of entering planet Earth, or this new, it can even be your own child, like your own inner child, or your own child is like trying to lure you out of this situation. Like, come on, mom, or come on, dad, like let's get out of this situation and let's move into something different. Like it's the younger energy that really they are getting us going right now. And I just had this feeling the other day that there's a lot of new babies coming in at this time to planet Earth to really help to raise the vibration of the planet. When quarantined for quite some time, or like shut down, there were a lot of babies made. Wow. So Capricorn. Interesting. I might be getting a message here for just one person in particular. So there might be like, okay, so there's this reading for Capricorn, but then there's also this reading for Capricorn and one very specific person. And you will know who you are if you watch this video. So that's all I'm going to say about that. And then I'm just going to move on to say, you get the King of Michael, and then you get the Emperor. And so this is a very structured, like I know what I want, I know where I'm going, I'm very confident, I have my ducks in a row, I'm structured, I have a plan. It's very much to like where you're going right now, and where you want to end up. It sort of takes a little bit of willpower, and it takes a little bit like to use that wisdom that you gather through the years, use your knowledge that you gather through the years to just continue to move forward right now. The Emperor is such a strong energy. It's really, really powerful. And the King of Michael is just the same. It's like both of these cards coming out together is a powerhouse. So it tells me that the foundation is right. You have the heart is in the right place. It's in it for you. You are very confident, you know where you're going, but it's also like, sometimes it doesn't help that we know where we're supposed to go. We sort of have to make the transition as well, if that makes sense. So we have the foundation for it, but he really asks you, it's interesting because in each and every one, I don't know even if it's like literally a person that comes into your life to coach you, to call you, to invite you, to guide you towards something new. Because this troll, like I pointed out, like we had this troll here with this crystal, it's sort of asking this woman who's sitting in the creek, which I see is you, like saying, come on out of the creek, come on, like let's get into a brighter and more like higher vibrational place here. As the youth here is like coaching, like saying, come on, like get out of this, like your outgrown situation here. Let's move on to something bigger, something higher. And then this here again is like we have a really cool, really cool energy here. But at the same time, it's like it's asking you, it's like it's not sometimes enough to know. You know the changes you need to make, but then you don't make them physically. And so you're still sort of not really moving the energy anywhere. So just sometimes it's not enough to know the changes you need to make in order for things to happen. You actually have to go along with it physically, practically. Both of these cards, the Emperor is saying stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. And King of Michael says wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. So be honest with yourself about where you're going. Stay in your authority energy. And I would say like a way to move forward is to act on the signal within. Like, don't just go out and about. Like, you will never hear me say, put more action into the game. Like, put more action in. No. If you haven't heard a call to go anywhere, if there's no, intuition telling you should make this phone call, or you have this idea that you should answer to, or like start to make a project out of an idea that you have. If you haven't had the initial idea or the spark or the intuition to go anywhere or the guidance to go anywhere, then don't go anywhere. But once the guidance is there, once you feel the impulse to do something, then act on it. Don't just let it be another thought, but really act on the impulse, act on the idea when it occurs. When an idea or an impulse occurs is when let's call it the door or the portal is just as open as it can get. From that point, it starts to close down again. Not to say that the day after you can just have it wide open again. If you just practice, you're going to continue to just open these doors. But it's just saying that, if you have an idea or you have an impulse to go somewhere, if you don't go in the moment where the impulse is being sent, because the impulse is being sent at the right time, at the right place, when now it's lining up. Now it's time to make that call. Now it's time to answer to that idea, to send that email, to contact that person, to turn right instead of left, to go, whatever the impulse is. Excuse me. But as you wait for I heard that impulse, but I have stuff to do, so I'm going to do that in 45 minutes or tonight or tomorrow. And come tomorrow, the window is closed. And then you think, maybe it wasn't for me to do. Yeah, it was. It is in the moment where you feel it. It's in the moment where the impulse strikes. What does the angels have to say about this situation, please? Wow. So they're saying not the right time, it's in the near future, and abundance. So if you're, and the opposite of that is okay, like I said, don't go for action just cause. Don't act on anything just cause put more in. I know we're taught this. I know we're taught if you don't have enough money, put more hours in so that you can earn more money. Or if you don't have if you have a body, I think everybody does that is here on planet Earth. That's funny. If you have a body, maybe you want to check in on that first, or this analogy won't apply to you. Because you have a body, that body, you might feel like it needs change, or it needs to get more muscular, or lose weight, or gain weight, or come more into harmony, whatever you want with your body that you have. Those are the ones you don't have to care about that you don't have. You might think that you need to put more hours in. Okay, so if I want to lose weight, or if I want to be more muscular, and it doesn't sort of show the way I want it to, then I will just, out of frustration, I will just put more training hours in there, and I will, let's figure out another diet or whatever that is. And we're coming from this place where we're not aligned with the action. Does that make sense? We're trying to take action on something that we're frustrated with, or something that we don't see any result in. But coming from that place and putting in more action, you're going to get some result. You're going to get some result because you're doing it, but you're not going to get nearly the result than if you wait until you feel more aligned, you feel more in balance within yourself, within your own energy, within your vibration. And as you're more aligned, and then you feel the impulse to act on something, then immediately listen to that and act on it. So if there's anything right now that you're trying to fix or move, or you're waiting for an answer, you just want to get the answer so that you know what the next level is or next step is, or you just you're too excited, or you're too frustrated, rather impatient to get to the next step, that you sort of want to push for things, then the angels are coming in to say it just literally is not the right time. It's not the right time. Like, we have to wait for the signal, and that sometimes can be quite frustrating. But in the near future, it's in the very near future that the thing that you want to move up, or so it might even be that you're supposed to move out of a relationship, move out of a situation, move out of a house, move out of a job, move out of I know I need to change this about myself, this belief system, this thing that I'm doing, whatever it is for you. And so deep down somewhere, but you haven't got the call yet. And so you're not moving out until you get the signal. And then that's the right thing to do. Then it doesn't matter how many trolls are around you with the crystals saying, come on, Capricorn, let's do this instead. It's like, no, trust yourself. Trust yourself. You're on the right path. We have the perfect foundation here to make a really wise decision about moving forward. And the wise decision is to just act when the impulse to change something is there. But once it's there, I wouldn't wait, because you're promised abundance. Abundance is on the other end of this. This is the abundance card. It is here. Whatever you're trying to reach, it is here. Look at how many rings, how many connections there are into source. You are connected into the abundance of it all. It's so bright and light, so you rarely see what's in the images, but yeah, somewhat. She's just holding this big, just gold coins, and the DNA, sort of the beautiful frequency of DNA just goes straight into the source. You are in abundance. You're surrounding yourself with abundance. Just wait for the signal to be right. It's not right now, but it's in the near future. So I'm going to take this into the extension and see what else I can find for you there. Go deeper into this very question for you. So if you feel like you resonate with this reading, you're welcome to the extension. The link to that is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching, Capricorn. I hope to see you back soon. Bye, guys.